It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. On the visitor's sideline, Patriot head coach Mike Vrabel. His guys are in the midst of a great run, only one loss in their last 10 games. On the other side, Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And at quarterback, a longtime signal caller in the National Football League, former Super Bowl MVP Joe Flacco.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes. So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
At the 42-yard line.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking deep here for Chase. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Coverage by Carlton Davis.
So on fourth down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. Taking it about the 16. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And the talented young man took over as a full-time starter Week 6 of last season, showed a ton of promise as a rookie, despite having minimal help around him. His talent and potential, vast. I expect him to have a huge second year in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
We're going to throw. May. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, it's May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's May. It's complete to Diggs.
May's pass.
Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
That's good for a Patriots first down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Patriots.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He was brought down at the 26. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Again, it's Stevenson. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Now May on the sneak. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Patriots first down. A gain of a yard. And a Patriot first down.
To the air, May. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker.
Gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the Bengals' 19-yard line.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing here is May. And Diggs has it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On 4th down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal. And this one is right through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And as we move deeper into the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a weekly basis. As you see here, he's the NFL's leader in receptions to this point of the year. Looking deep here for Chase. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A beautiful fake. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Here's May. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Well, the home team's offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's very much alive in the race for most receiving yards by a wideout this year. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season. They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Here's Flacco. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on third and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the first down.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Patriots offense and Drake May headed back onto the field. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently second in the NFL in passing yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here now, a third down and 8. They'll throw with May. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for New England. 45 yards.
And the Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 27. From the gun, it's May. Gets this complete to Butte. And out of bounds right around the 20. Now second and 3. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage and mixed traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
The left side caught by Diggs. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Patriots first down. First and goal.
From the shotgun, it's May. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 2 now, second and goal. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Patriots. Kayshon Boutte from a yard out. And the Pats are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. This offense making its way back out, led by their wide receiver. And he's had an early impact on the game. Sensational so far. And they'll likely be looking to find more ways to get him involved. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. As they've got it as we resume action. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Jones. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Working to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, May with it. He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Complete. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Hunter Henry from 3 yards out, and the Patriots have moved out in front. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
Borregales.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Play action. Flacco. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Flacco. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down.
Flacco. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Passing play, Flacco. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Tight end in motion right here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Ryan Rico now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Patriots to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going. Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Looking to throw. May. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And taken right at the 35. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Flacco. This is Fant on the short completion. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the
Flacco. Pressure comes and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Third down, Flacco from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, it's May. That one out wide and intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
It's a gain of 11. And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. An inside give, Brown. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Flacco. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now it's Flacco. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So on 4th down, on is Evan McPherson and the Bengal field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. McPherson's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Looking deep here for Chase. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have regained the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Kickoff for Cincinnati.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now out come the Patriots. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
To the air, May. Short pass caught by Henry. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's May. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Bryce Behringer now. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. This offense and their wideout headed back onto the field. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Flacco. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Flacco looks to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Andre Yoshibas, 56 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Throwing here is May. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll throw with May. And that one off the mark. A little late with the throw. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempt, a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Skirts by him at the 35. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. To pass, Flacco. Got a man open, it's Chase. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Flacco. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. They'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this 1st half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, They've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
A little juke. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
49-yard line.
Here's May. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the shotgun, it's May. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that gets them back within 10.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. The season is going by at...
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake. Here's May. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
That's good for a Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Got Stevenson again, back-to-back plays. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Stevenson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by B.J.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
And the Patriots first down. It's a gain of 32. First down, New England.
They'll try the left side with Stevenson. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. From the 24 now, here's the 2nd down and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They run once more with Stevenson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Stevenson.
7 yards there and a first down.
7-yard gain. That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Back to throw here. Incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart and not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's a fake on a jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher.
Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
That is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Higgins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. This is Brown going up the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's another Bengals first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
16 more yards.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. Evades him at the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
First and goal at the
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. A break from the ground game here. Flacco. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. Flacco. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A 1-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
McPherson for the Bengals field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. New England's offense set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Looking to throw. May. They set up the screen for Henderson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
3rd down.
To throw, it's May. Going deep for Diggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Flacco off play action. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Caleb Chason picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Flacco. This is Fant on the short completion. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Harold Landry coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Patriots take over. The Patriots offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
That's good for our Patriots. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
A gain of 24 more yards.
To the air, May. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Looking to put a drive together. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Harold Landry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. From the gun, Flacco. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Excellent job on the tackle for loss by Harold Landry, shooting into the backfield. Now Flacco. Open man is Chase, complete. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now it's Flacco. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Stevenson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8. From the shotgun, May with it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. A gain of 22.
That's good for a Patriots 1st down. A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Patriots.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Throwing here is May. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
At the 25-yard line.
Now a fake on the jet sweep. And they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
4 yards. That's another Patriots 1st down. A 4-yard pickup.
They'll throw with May.
And a Patriot 1st down.
Throwing right, and that's complete.
Pass.
2nd and 10.
86. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 22-yard line.
Here's May. And he's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
The extra point now for Borregales. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Oh, look at the juke. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown set to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Flacco. That's taken in by Higgins. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At the 35-yard
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
A gain of 6. And the Bengals 1st down.
Passing play, Flacco. This will be caught by Brown.
Complete to
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
42-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Flacco. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Out of bounds at his own 49-yard line.
Flacco from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's good for a Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Higgins out of the right side. And he's got this down to the 35. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To pass, Flacco. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
19 more yards.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Flacco looks to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
Brings up second.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage. But right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. They'll come up now. This is second and long. Here's Flacco. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll come up now on second down. Flacco. This one complete to Yoshivas. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A big play needed, no doubt. Third and long. Now Flacco. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
Pushing through tacklers at the 30. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henderson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And the Patriots first down. First and 10.
He's back to throw. The left side caught by Diggs. They'll come up now. Second and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9. At the
back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Work to do here with a crowd at fever pitch. Third and 9. Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
That's good for a Patriots.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. First and 10.
13-yard line.
Back to throw. They set up the screen for Henderson. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's second down. He'll look to throw. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5.
41. Bengals 36.
So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
Here's first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Here comes second down.
On the tackle. A loss of 2. Brings up
Pressure mounting. Flacco.
at the 27-yard line.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Brown. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Pass complete to Higgins. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
Play is a turnover on down.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring, and it still comes down to one possession we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Pats, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for our entire crew, along